Okay, how many videos have I made on? Oh my god, Monster Hunter title update 2 is around the corner and this is blah 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 blah. Well, no joke, I'm about to be doing the same thing again. But this time it's more like how the scheduling would be. So if you're new to the channel, hello, I am Jay from KGR Nation and I'm going to be showing you the best predictions on you having a job! Alright, I'm done joking, my fault. Seriously, on Monster Hunter, it's stated that at the end of the month, if some people didn't know, title update 2 will be released. And usually the post or live goes around the last Friday of the month. So for an estimate on the release date is going to be the 27th, so 2 more weeks. It may sound like a long time, but it's really not. When I tell you time be flying, like just sit down in one area, please, and make an hour feel like an hour. I mean, that's just for me. I don't know about y'all. Let's take a look at title updates 1 scheduling. So of course, it starts with a new monster and a returning monster that's a stronger difficulty. So we can use that as a reference. We have Legiacris, then its tempered form, aka Ivory Legiacris. I'm assuming since tempered Minnesune has similarities to Minnesune's deviant variation called Solseer, but we haven't seen Legiacris since Monster Hunter 3 or Generations Ultimate. I think that's the last time Monster Hunter has shown Legiacris on this older ports, so we might just see only Legiacris tempered form, not have any new moves from his variant or deviant counterpart. To conclude my original topic, of course Legiacris is going to be the first slot since it's the face of title update 2. Now that second slot, Monster Hunter did state multiple new monsters for this title update. Speculations up to 4 monsters entirely. 3 monsters including Legiacris and Arch-Tempered making it 4. Now the question is, would they add all 3 monsters or would they extend it throughout the month? Looking at the schedule, they made 2 monsters at the start of the month, then in 2 weeks they added a festival. Lastly, they added the Arch-Tempered. So I believe they're going to do a main monster, then 1 side monster like how they had it before. Believe the last monster will be after Arch-Tempered, or they might surprise us with our very first siege hunt at the end of the month. Let's put a pin in that and move on to the other possibilities that's more obvious. So of course it shows the Grand Hub. And they're not going to do another, since the Grand Hub is another name for a gathering hub in the older Monster Hunter games. The only time they're going to do another hub is when they drop DLC for G rank. So we could cut that out and add a timed event like how they did with Raid Dow. Something for hunters to do as they're fighting or testing out Legiacris weapons and armor. It will not be labeled event quests since they add new event quests almost every week. So timed quests will make do for now. Of course, new arena quests, so that can stay. And now we have our first row completed. Now it was stated that there's going to be a new festival on the horizons for title update 2, so we could keep that the way how it is. I can elaborate on the summer festivities in a different video since I might be sidetracked too quickly. And if you didn't play the game, or at least kept up with the order of monsters that was introduced, most likely Uthduna is going to be the next Arch-Tempered. Pretty excited about that since 8-star Uthduna did have a few one-shotting or one-shot moves in this kit. Very excited to see the way how it fights. Now that's 3 monsters done. Looking at the chart, it's the Capcom collaboration with new features, and to my knowledge there is no new collab announced thus far. But if Capcom wants, they can give us the hardest event quest known to Monster Hunter history. The monster that almost every hunter has been talking about. Randomly add a collab with the labels FF. I'm going to leave it there for now, but that's not all they can do. Imagine the screen goes dark. All you see is sand. The ship in the distance trying to find their way back to port. Out of nowhere.
You ain't funny.
Alright, my fault, yeah, my fault. I'm dead serious. So basically, a giant sand whale emerges, destroying ships left and right. The guild calls an emergency meeting with all the locales, strategizing on how to make the monster retreat since it's too much for one hunter. Then we do the impossible and slay it. Of course, on our second run, since the first one would be a mission to retreat the monster, like Cove Terra. There goes our next monster at the end of the month. Finally, whatever they have planned for Title Update 3. Alright y'all, I rambled long enough. Comment down below what y'all think, leave a like, subscribe down below, and have a nice day. Peace.